day 983, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
Hello, and good morning, everyone. Welcome to Truth in the Morning here on 1017 The Truth at the 3rd Street Market Hall in the heart of downtown Milwaukee.
You gotta say in the heart.
In the heart.
In the heart.
Boom.
Double entendre.
Boom.
Heart, and it's in the heart of the city.
So everybody, you may recognize this voice. Yes, this sultry voice is back with you today. It is Mel. My name is Mel. Can you tell?
That's your rhyme for your name?
And you know what your name?
My name is the legendary Dame Elzy.
There it is.
Homer gave me that. Homer, so now I gotta say it every time.
What's behind that? Why Dame LG?
Dame Elzy. And
Elzy.
That's my name. And then Homer, the legendary.
The legendary Dame Elzy.
The legendary Dame Elzy. Okay. I have to say that.
I was gonna say, where did LG come from? But no, it's Elzy.
It's Elzy. We were talking about people messing up my name last week.
Okay.
So you get added to that.
I was gonna say, there it is. There, I'm already in. That is hilarious.
In the club.
Okay.
Mess up Elzy name. But yeah, Homer made me say, people that know that have been listening, shout out to everybody that's on YouTube, and shout out to everybody that's listening in the cars on the way to work, whatever it is. You know how Homer makes me say the legendary.
Aww.
And so to keep that up here while he's not here, the legendary Dame Elzy.
I love it. What did you do that was legendary in Homer's eyes that made him?
Well, you know, me and Homer come up from doing music. I used to be in a rap group called Black Elephant. And we were, we was in the source. We toured the country and stuff like that. So we were kind of like, OGs for this hip-hop scene in Milwaukee. So me and Homer came up together. And well, he was already up. And then I came up, and he helped us. And so he understood where I come from. So he calls me legendary. And I appreciate that coming from him.
Homer the homie. I like that. Whatever I can do to add, you know what I mean?
There you go.
I'm just trying to put myself in this, because it's going to get to a point where you're going to think of me when you think of that nickname.
There you go.
You feel me?
The legendary male. Well, I already think of you as legendary. And before we get this show started, let me just let everybody know, I wouldn't be on radio. I wouldn't be doing any of this if it wasn't for Mel. And I probably have told you this story before, but you don't remember. I was up here doing an interview. There was a hip-hop show, old school hip-hop show. It was like Big Daddy Kane and MC Light or something like that. It was a couple of years ago. And I was up here with Tori, and you had been doing, I think you was doing the 12 o'clock thing then.
Pop Culture Report.
Right. And so I sat through that, and then I sat through and then at the end, you were like, you should really ask Kyle about being on radio. You got a good voice. You were shooting it to YouTube. You were shooting it to the call-in lines. Like you was a seasoned vet. And you was like, you really should do it. And I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. And so then I hit up Kyle, and here we are. 2 years later, I'm still doing it.
So, I remember that.
So shout out to Mel.
Wow.
So I say that to say to people, you don't know when you give somebody a compliment or you give somebody some advice, they may take it, and you may, change their life a little bit. Not that you ain't changed my life like that.
I mean, I kind of did.
But you kind of did, though.
Yeah.
I've been on the radio for the last 2 years. So it's something, and I say it was something I never would have thought about doing.
Right.
I was into music, like I said, so if I was going to be on the radio, it would have been doing something like that. But I never would have thought I'd be on talk radio.
Wow. And it's crazy you say that, because you're made for talk radio.
See?
I genuinely feel that way. And what's interesting about what you said is I feel that that's God talking to you through me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you.
Because I believe everything happens for a reason.
I think that as well.
I do. So clearly that was put on me to pass on to you.
Well, I appreciate it. And I thought I told you that before, but maybe I didn't. So I was thinking this morning, I was like, make sure you say it on air.
Wow.
And give her credit.
Thank you for that.
And
not that I need credit, but it feels good to know that you took that path after I suggested it. Like, I love that. So thank you for sharing that.
And Andrew said you just told me I had a face for radio. because you said I was perfect.
You know
for
what,
radio.
Andrew, you didn't even
He's
have
over
to.
here hating.
You didn't even have to. I whispered something in his ear. I was hoping he wouldn't repeat it. No, just playing. Of course, I didn't say that. He has a
Both of
face for
y'all.
TV and a voice for radio.
Both of y'all are haters.
So if there's a camera pointed at your face, all you have to do is stare. But if there's a microphone, you got to talk into that.
There you go.
You feel me?
I feel you. I feel you.
How are things with you though? Like now that you're here, you're very comfortable.
I love it.
You do?
I love it. You know, I'm getting used to. I don't get up every day in the morning to do this, obviously, but when I do it, I'm getting used to getting up.
Yeah.
At 5:30, 5:45. I'm used to getting up that early now.
Oh. Are you?
It was difficult at first. You know, like when I was filling in for DT and Telly, and then it was Carrie and Noni. It was difficult. Shout out to Carrie and Noni. I mean, Noni and Benjamin. At first, it was difficult, but because I don't get up that early. I'm not used to that.
Right. And your body clock wasn't used to that.
And then I work from home.
Okay.
50 to 60% of the time I'm from home, so it's like
right. So leaving the house was a whole other ordeal.
Getting dressed, leaving the house, all of that stuff.
Talking to people.
Because
that's a whole other thing.
Doing my job, but it's talking to people.
Well, face to face. That's a different kind of communication.
Yeah, that's something completely different. Talking to people
very
face
different.
to face.
Yes. Getting dressed.
The energy you have to exude.
Oh my gosh.
To be in someone's presence.
And you have the kind of aura where people probably expect energy from you.
Absolutely. So if I don't give it, they like, man, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Yes.
You straight?
Oh, yes. My whole life.
You good?
Whole life been that way.
Yeah.
It's like, can I just not smile for a second?
And I had a period of time where I was going through something. I was going through a divorce. My finances wasn't great. All this was going on at the same time, right? Because, when you go through divorce, that happens. You readjusting your life.
Yep.
And I was dealing with stuff with my kids at the time. And this shout out to Sharon Adams from Walnut Way. She saw me one time at City Hall, and she was like, "You straight?" And at first I was like, "What you talking about?" I thought I was hiding it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But because, like what you said, because my energy was always up.
Yeah.
When I was down,
people can feel it.
Those who are,
in
those
tune.
who are in tune and those who are sensitive to that.
Yes.
And she's one of those people. She was
empaths.
like,
Yes,
exactly.
They feel it.
Sharon just looked at me and she was like, "You straight?
Yeah.
Walk with me." You know what I'm saying? And she we didn't say much. She was just like, "You straight? You good?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "What you talking about?" "Yeah, I'm good." She's like, "You faking?" I could tell.
Oh.
And she was like, whatever it is, pray on it, meditate on it, whatever you do.
Yep.
And so I started meditating. Because I had already, and it was like you just said, it was like God was talking to her.
To pass a message to you, yes,
right,
yes.
Right, talking through her to me.
Yes, there you go.
And so, because I had already been thinking, like, I need to meditate. I need to do something to get myself together, right? And I had been putting it off. I'm a procrastinator. So I've been putting it off. And then here comes God, like, boom, you need to meditate. So you hear what I'm saying to you, but I'm going to bring somebody else to say this to you.
Because clearly I wasn't loud enough.
Right. So then what I've learned is you get that message, God tells you something, the universe tells you something, whatever you believe, tells you something, boom. Then he sends somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Or said via something that you listen to. Like me, I'm in hip hop.
Yep.
So I'll be listening to some songs and then a part will stick out. Now I've heard this song, been listening to this song for 30 years, and this part never resonated with, but now it does. So God is coming at you.
Yes.
I'm a strong believer in God, the universe, whatever. It's coming at you in a strong.
Yes.
And then you send somebody. You still don't listen. He's gonna put something in your life that's gonna make you do what he wants you to do.
Oh, we're going to church today.
So I listened. And so then I started meditating and doing all that stuff. So I say all of that to say, people like yourself, people like when you are that energy person, and your energy is down, people can pick up on it. So it's a heavy crown to bear, heavy cross to bear. But I would rather be that than the person that's always sad, right?
Absolutely. And God gave us this for a reason. I call it a superpower. I used to, I've shared this story before where I work in entertainment, and now, I'm more so am on the sideline, but I still consider myself in entertainment because I think this medium is entertainment, for example. And I will never forget, I had a boss who, when I would go into work, he would literally say to me, when you walk through these doors, you can't have a bad day. But I'm not talking like leave your stuff at the door like how everyone should when they go to work. I'm talking, he's like, you're a light for everybody. Like when you walk into a room, you change the energy in the room. And when he first told me that, it actually upset me because like you said, it's a heavy cross to bear. And I felt like it was a burden. I'm like, why are you burdening me with something that I didn't ask for? But it took me a while to understand, like, that's something that God gave me, and it's a gift, because I consider myself an empath. I usually can feel people's emotions, and it can be a good or a bad thing, because like you said, some people are just sad, right? Or they're having a bad day, and I can feel that, and it feels heavy. But when I feel that, for whatever reason, I feel the need to uplift people around me. And I think because that's something that God gave me. Yeah. And I have struggled with anxiety and depression. You know, I still struggle with it here and there. Life is life. And I always used to say, I used to like yell at God, why would you give me that, but then also make me this person who's like outwardly happy and positive? It didn't make sense to me, right? And one day he responded and he said, I gave you that because this mental health stuff over here, that's how you can relate to others. That's how you can understand others. That's how
you've been through it.
I've been through it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And 9 times out of 10, when I say that out loud, that I've struggled, people are like, no. Like, they're shocked when I say that. They'd say they never see it. So to your point, I think it's amazing that she was able to recognize that, because I'm like you, I mask it. I hide it. I'm not somebody who's outwardly sad ever, because I don't like that. I don't like bringing people in to, even though I reach out and help other people. Right. I don't like bringing people in to mine. I feel like you just said, like, I don't want to burden them with what I'm going through. Like when my father passed in 2009, I didn't tell anyone for about 2 weeks. Nobody, except the only way my friends found out was that my sister posted it on Facebook or something like that. And I say that to say, it's like I was going through something and I didn't want to put that on them, because I didn't want them to have to deal with the things that I deal with trying to, you know, encourage people and try to be that brick for people, that building block for people. I didn't want other people to have to do that for me. So it's like I'm thinking I'm helping other people by keeping it inside. Right. Nobody else should have to deal with this and let me deal with it. But you can't do that. But you're actually helping others if you do talk about it. Because I think a lot of people, there's power in people like us sharing when we're going through something, when we're struggling, because then others are like, oh, even they go through it. Right. You know what I mean?
That's what I've learned. Yeah.
And there's power in that. Let us know how you guys feel about that. But we're also going to get into some more technological conversation. We're talking AI today, and that'll be on the other side. Stay locked.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth. Need a way to hype up your day?
Hey, is this Carolyn?
It is.
Congratulations, Carolyn. You just won this.
Congratulations. Woo!
God is good all the time.
What would you do with $5,000?
I'm going to buy my nieces some school clothes because my nephew just passed away.
Aww.
So I'm going to get them some clothes.
Stay tuned into 101.7 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, Steinhoffels has extended their Labor Day sale, and they're celebrating the start of the Green Bay Packers season. Right now, save 10% off store-wide or choose 36 months, 0% financing. Plus, you'll score an $100 Packers gift card when you spend over $19.99. But hurry, this is your last chance for Labor Day savings on all the best mattress brands with up to 60 months, 0% financing. Steinhoffels, proud partner of the Green Bay Packers. Shop in-store or online anytime at steinhoffels.com.
School's back in session. Kids have their backpacks, school supplies, and new clothes. But are you ready as a parent? Families are the single most important factor in a child's academic success. This year, get to know your child's teachers. Stay engaged with their learning. Don't be shy about asking questions along the way. Because as a parent, you are your child's first and most important teacher. Learn more about how City Forward Collective is helping families, students, and schools thrive at cityforwardcollective.org.
Truth Nation, are you or anyone you know looking for a new job opportunity? Well, attend the City of Milwaukee Job Fair on Thursday, September 11th from noon to 3 p.m. in the parking lot of Walgreens located at 9040 West Good Hope Road. Vendors from multiple employment sectors will be present to meet with you and share opportunities for hiring, training, upskilling, and so much more. They will also feature a live DJ, food, and refreshments, all while supplies last. Brought to you by Alderman Mark Chambers Jr., Alderman Lamont Westmoreland, and Alderwoman Larissa Taylor. Sponsored by City of Milwaukee, Milwaukee Common Council, City City of Milwaukee Department of Administration, Office of Community Wellness and Safety, Northcott Neighborhood House, Fathers Making Progress, Northwest Side Community Development Corporation, State of Wisconsin DWD, Ross Innovative Employment Solutions, Goodwill Industries of Southeast Wisconsin, UMOS, DCMKE, 30th Street Corridor, Boys and Girls Club of Greater Milwaukee Urban League, Maximus, and Amplifier.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Yo, welcome back to 101.7 The Truth in the morning. It's me, legendary Dame LG, along with the legendary Mel.
Hello.
Did you see how she dropped that hello on y'all? You gotta check her out on YouTube. She's trying to drop the look sexy on y'all real quick.
Don't mind me.
But it's all real. It's not AI.
It's not AI.
It's official. And so we're gonna go into that real quick. I don't know if y'all saw this or not, but your man Trump posted this weekend.
Whose man's is that?
Well, I just say
somebody's man.
I say that in jest. It's
right. In jest.
It's nobody's man.
Right.
If you like Trump, that's on you. But he got booed at the U.S. Open. Did you see that?
I did not.
He got booed at the U.S. Open. What Andrew, was it a strong boo or was it like a...
I'm shocked he went to...
Was it like a...
I give it 6.5. 6.5.
6.5.
When I saw it, I was like, they said, because the headline was like, Trump gets booed. And I'm thinking it's going to be like, boo.
Was it audible? Like he heard it? Really?
About 60% of the crowd booed, right?
So like you said, 6.5.
Yeah. It wasn't like... And you know how we talk about the sensationalism of headlines. When I saw it, I was just like, I went to it. And I was like, oh, I'm eager to hear Trump get booed. It was a letdown because it was more like a...
Yeah.
It wasn't
like the whole... What is it called? What do they call it? I know it's a court, but what is the crowd called? Stands?
Yeah.
The whole arena?
Dan, were you trying to like a WWE heel
That's what I
turn?
wanted.
Right.
That's exactly what I was just thinking just now in my head was
That's
WWE.
hilarious.
I'm old school. It's WWF to me. But that's what I was thinking. I wanted it to be like an evil villain on wrestling boo. And
like he's coming down the ring. And
right. When he's coming down the ring and it's like, boo, throwing up signs.
Right.
I wanted it to be that. And the fact that it wasn't, I was kind of let down. I was like, what is tennis doing? What is America doing? They're being polite, but it's tennis, and it's a polite sport.
It is a very polite sport.
I think if it was soccer, they booed them. If it was football,
yes,
it would have been something different. If it was like Andrew, if it was the Philadelphia, and Mel, you may know this. You know sports.
Philly.
If it was Philly,
Philly would be throwing stuff at him. Shoes,
I just did
children.
I just assumed Mel didn't know.
No,
and you know, if it's Philly that boos Santa Claus, what do you think they would have did to Trump in that situation?
Philly has the craziest fan base. It doesn't matter what sport.
Andrew got the clip. Andrew, throw the clip up for the people at home and everybody.
Do the caption on that AI?
Oh, the audio's not playing. But let's go to the AI caption. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he wrote it. They saying he does all of this stuff.
Yeah. Well, here, hold on real quick. See this silence you're hearing? This is when they said, Trump or whatever they said to announce him, it was this. It's giving crickets.
That's what it was?
That's what it was.
I want boos.
I know.
I want boo.
Oh, you got it?
You got it?
All right. Us again. No, I'm just kidding.
Crazy.
It's okay. It wasn't meant to be.
It was acting a little crazy.
But I think you did a good job of,
of explaining.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, 6.5, about 60%.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Boo. Right.
So did they announce him? Because I see him standing up and waving.
I don't think they announced him today. I don't think they announced him. I think they showed him.
They showed him.
Like doing, and it was during, and then I watched it again. It was during like
a match.
It was doing like the Star Spangled Banner. So you can't really boo him because now you're booing
America. So you know what it's giving? It's giving whoever recorded that, their section was booing.
Their section was booing, probably.
I don't know. It
Or
doesn't
maybe
sound like the whole crowd.
There was a mix on their section. Of
Right,
people booing and
right.
people,
Every other person. I can't.
cheering and stuff. And,
Right.
And, you know, it was during, and from what I remember, that when they flashed them up there, it was during like the Star Spangled Banner. They had a video going and stuff, and they flashed them on the screen doing that. So it's like
That's
you kind of
tough.
handing them a, you know, you
They
can't-
probably did that on purpose.
yeah, you can't boo.
The national anthem.
No, I won't. Like I said, sometimes I don't stand, but I'm not gonna boo it. I'm not gonna be like boo, boo you like WWE, like we said. But still, yeah, come on.
Did you, and I'm curious if you'll agree with this before we get into AI. I read that our patriotism, it really like got enhanced after 9/11, and obviously the anniversary is coming up here in a few days.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recall that? Because I was really young when 9/11 happened.
word.
I remember it, but I was a kid, so I don't remember if they were flying flags everywhere. But I've read that like America's patriotism went up like 1,000%.
I remember 9/11 like it was yesterday.
No. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
What were you gonna say? Like,
I was just going to say, do you remember like there being a lot of flags prior,
no.
but after? So that is
yes.
true. Okay.
After, yes. Prior, there were flags. There were patriotism was normal. You know what I'm saying? But even for like somebody like myself, who is, you know, I would venture to say not a revolutionary because that's too strong a word, but someone that is anti a lot of things that the American government does, right? Even in that moment, I felt a sense of like, wow, they just smacked us in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like when 9/11 happened.
Yeah.
Because when it happened, I was working, and I was working downtown, and I was working in City Hall, the municipal building, on the top floor, like the 11th floor. Now this is nothing like the World Trade because that's they 100
But
floors
you're
up.
still,
I'm up high, right?
yeah, you're up high.
So we had a little TV in the we on the 11th floor. We had our own break room. So we had a little TV in the break room, right? And then somebody's like, man, something just happened at the World Trade Center. They got on the news. And so we all went in there and we're all watching it. And we're like, dang, a plane ran into it. Wow, you know what I'm saying? Drunk pilot or something. We're all making these assumptions of what happened. But I stayed in there and continued to watch when the second plane hit. And then I went in there like, dog, another plane just hit. This ain't. And so it was like so we all like, what do we do?
So you knew in that moment?
Oh, yeah.
That's where your mind went?
Yeah, when the second plane hit,
You knew.
it was something, you knew it wasn't by accident at that point.
Yeah.
And so in
But
that
like
moment,
the idea of it being under attack, you felt that?
yeah, you knew it wasn't, not under attack, but more like it was some terrorist stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's under attack, and essentially, but
you didn't know it was going to be 2 more planes. Like, obviously, that.
no, we didn't know about the Pentagon plane and the plane in Pennsylvania and all that. Nobody knew about that at that point. They just was grounding everything, and they grounded up. But I say all of that to say, even me in that moment was like, oh, this is messed up. You know what I'm saying? This is where's my gun? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Where's my soldier fit?
Right.
I'm ready to go to war. So, you know, they use that.
Yes.
So if you can get me, somebody, a skeptical person like myself,
Right.
to be like, let me go enlist. Because there was a lot of black people that died in that World Trade Center. There was a lot of people and even in that, it was like, it's just people in general. And you just like, where do I sign up?
Well, because you're like, we're under attack.
Right. Where do I sign up for? It's like it's like when the Dream Team is playing in the Olympics. Everybody's an American then. It don't matter what your political beliefs are, what you think.
Yes.
When LeBron James or Magic Johnson or Michael Jordan put on that flag and they go play the country, they go play the world, you're rooting for them.
I feel that way about any sport. You could be downhill skiing and I'm proud. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
I hear you.
And so another story. I remember watching the USA basketball team lose to Brazil to this dude named Oscar. I can't remember Oscar's last name, but he was like a brilliant basketball player from Brazil, right?
That's one of the few times they lost.
And they lost. And that's when then the next time they brought in the Dream Team because like, our young guys are playing.
That's when they realized
I cried.
It wasn't sweet.
I cried in '92 when was that? Well, Dream Team was '92, so it must have been '88. I cried when we lost.
Yeah.
So that's how when that patriotism. That's how it was when this happened. Everybody was a patriot, and then they used it. They used, as America does, they could have used that to bring everybody together, but they used it instead to do propaganda, and what Bush would later, I can't remember the name of the act, but it was. Do you remember, ma'am? Andrew, do you remember the name of that Bush act right after 9/11? Does anybody remember? My man sitting back there with you.
The name of what?
The Bush Act.
Patriot Act.
The Patriot Act. The Patriot Act. Right. Thank you. They used the Patriot Act and they came in and they got all of these sweeping changes. So they did what America does. They took that and used it where it could have been a moment of everybody coming together.
And I think that's why a lot of people assumed it was partly an inside job because, like you said, the way that they used it, used that event, and it felt like they used it against us in some regard. And then, of course, and this is years later, Hurricane Katrina happens, and then that's when you truly realize the disparity, and you truly understand just how unleveled we are. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you're right. The Bush administration was tough. Like I said, I was young during all that time, but now looking back and now doing my research from an adult lens, I get it. I get it. And I can't imagine being an adult when that was happening. Because when I was a kid, I also watched it live. My mom was late taking me to school. So we got in the car and we heard immediately on the radio that a plane had hit the tower. My mom was like, go inside, go inside. And then we were watching second plane hits. And I understood that there was something wrong. But again, I was a kid. I wasn't scared the way that I'm sure adults were because y'all understood the gravity of it, right? Yeah. So I remember going to school, talk about being an empath, and I literally remember thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to go in there. I'm not going to cry because there's probably going to be other people crying, and I don't want to cry with them. Like, I remember thinking that in my little child brain. You know what I mean? So it's just so interesting. We are who we are from the beginning. It's true.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, I'll never forget that day.
And so, then they could have used it to, like I said, and like you were saying, they could have used it to bring the country together and to do all types of, unite us. But instead, they used it to bring in the Patriot Act, which took a bunch of liberties and made things more difficult for a whole section of us. You know what I'm saying? But that's what America does. Like, and the Katrina stuff. Me and Homer was talking about that last week. We were talking about. Did you see the documentary that's on?
I sure did. It was really hard to watch. Right? It's hard to watch.
It's hard to watch because I lived through it. Like I sat. I remember being glued to that TV.
Right.
For that week, and it was just crazy.
Right. It was. We're gonna get to AI, we promise, on the other side.
Talk about other stuff.
I know. It's cool. This is how we do it. We'll be right back, y'all.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Did you forget the first day of school is this week and little Nancy still needs her name embroidered on her backpack? Or the company shirts are due now, not next week? Maybe the boss just declared Steve's retirement party is today and the shirts are mandatory? Whatever the rush, Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more in Mequon has got you covered. With fast turnarounds, no minimums, eco-friendly printing, and high-quality custom apparel, Big Frog brings your custom ideas to life fast. Stop by Big Frog in Mequon or visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more, where your ideas leap to life.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Here is Tory Lowe with his truth.
It's official. July 5th is Tory Lowe Day in the city of Milwaukee and Milwaukee County. I am humbled to receive this proclamation from the mayor's office and the county executive's office. To me, this day represents life and purpose and being driven by passion to serve and empower others. It's about being unselfish and answering the call to help those in need and living life with intention. Despite challenges and obstacles, I remain focused on creating real change in my community, county, and state. This recognition isn't about me. It's about the collective efforts of those who supported me along the way. It's about the resilience and determination that defines my journey. As we celebrate this day, I want to leave you with a challenge. What will you do to create positive change in your community? Will you get out and volunteer, mentor, or simply be a support to a friend? Whatever it is, I urge you to take action. Together, we can build a brighter future, one that's filled with hope, opportunity, and empowerment. I am honored to serve, and I am grateful for this recognition. Let's continue to uplift and support one another, striving for a better tomorrow. So what does Tory Lowe Day mean to me? Let's make a difference together. Let's stay committed to our purpose and keep pushing forward, even in the face of adversity. I'm excited to see the impact we can make, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve alongside such an amazing community. Now, my question is, what does Tory Lowe Day mean to you?
This has been Truth Takes on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Tory Lowe Show weekdays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Accident-free now. We do still have delays. Southbound 43 coming in from just south of Capitol Drive all the way down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge down to about Lincoln. Northbound, we got backups from Kilbourne all the way up to North Avenue. Eastbound 94, watch for delays from about 84th Street to 35th. The westbound side is slowing down from just before 27th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. And southbound 41, a heavy ride from Appleton Avenue down past Capitol, with the northbound side backed up just north of Watertown Plank Road all the way to Hampton. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast. Tonight, mainly clear skies, breezy with a low of 47. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, breezy and cool, a high of 63. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 1017 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
What's up, y'all? We're back. Truth in the Morning. It's your girl, Mel. In with the legendary Dame.
Thank you. The legendary Dame Elzy. Thank you, Mel.
Sorry, Dame Elzy.
For adding my prefix to my name, the legendary.
The legendary. Of course. Shout out to Homer.
Shout out to everybody on YouTube.
Absolutely. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Yeah, the anniversary of 9/11 is coming up, and Dame and I were just sharing our stories. Our producer, Andrew, he said that he was in diapers, but he asked if Dame was doing taxes.
Right.
They've been
throwing...
Ageism is a thing.
Listen, y'all.
It's a thing.
Mel and Andrew
your own
been throwing
people.
shots at me all morning. She was with You Got a Face for Radio. Andrew was
crazy.
WWE, like WWF, like I'm old.
Damn.
And now it's what, dang, you was paying taxes during 9/11?
Right.
Like, I was on my way to school. I was eating cereal. All of this, I was watching cartoons. All of this
done.
Stuff.
I had just got done watching Arthur.
Right. I'm talking about being in the break room at work and stuff.
Right.
They talking about, y'all leave me alone.
I'm like, I got to sign in to school. That's
Way to
crazy.
make a brother feel old.
I cannot. Hey, you know what? Age is just a number. My grandmother is 91, and I don't even know what age to say she acts like, because girl be outside more than me, okay? 91, and she still bowls in her bowling league, travels,
She's continuing it
goes
on,
to church.
World. She just compared me to a 91-year-old grandmother.
So
you're out here, Dame. You're really doing good for your old
So,
ass.
Dame, you and my grandmother are doing fine. Y'all are doing fine. You can go bowl with her if you want. I think she bowls on Mondays.
Give her my number. I'm looking at her.
Hey, and it won't be AI. It'll actually be you bowling.
It won't be AI. She won't. She'll think I'm AI. 'Cause,
Okay.
old people fall for AI all of the time.
There's always a new scam coming out. That's probably what I fear the most with AI.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure a lot of people have already gotten tricked.
It's a lot worse that AI can do. But yeah, them Nigerians probably get busy.
Okay.
With some AI, they will send you something and be like, "Look, I'm here and I just need you to send me." And send you a picture of somebody you think you know or something. And, Trump is, and we talk about the AI and all that it does, but Trump uses it so crazy. Like this last one he just did with what he was talking about, because he's going back and forth with the Chicago mayor.
Can you put that back on the screen, too? Because I want you, as you talk, if you don't mind, could you describe what's going on in this image?
Well, see, the image is crazy because, first of all, it says, I love the smell of deportations in the morning. What? What are you saying?
Wait, what do you mean?
I love the smell of deportations in the, and then in the background, it's a burning city. So what are you talking about? Bodies burning, cities burning. You love the smell of a burning city? Be clear, Mr. Trump. What are you saying? But see, that's how he talks. And then he adds on, Chicago's about, not Chicago's. He said Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War.
What?
My question is, who wrote that? Who did Trump get to write Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War?
This man you gonna learn to date us.
Didn't he? Who wrote that? Trump don't talk like that. Let me find out Trump is in the office talking with Ebonics. Because somebody else, and see, that just lets you know when they write these things, who they are writing them for and what they are trying to do. Black people, I saw this too on DD in the Morning. Shout out to DD in the Morning. I know I shouldn't be talking about other shows, but regardless, it was on the podcast afterwards. Black people support black people. And they were talking about black culture, and they were saying that the number one imitated culture in America is
black culture.
Black culture,
of course.
right? Hip-hop culture.
Yeah.
And look at Trump.
Yeah, of course.
Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War. Not Chicago is.
Yeah.
Not Chicago's. He could have even did that. No S's in it. Chicago. It sounds like, you talking to me or something like that. Come on, Trump. And then
the 3 planes after, or helicopter emojis.
It's called Shapocalypse now, like
What does that even mean? Does that mean they're heading to Chicago to deport? Like, what does that?
You ever see the movie Apocalypse Now?
That's what I was gonna say. It's a movie.
Oh,
and so
what's the content? Like, why that reference for this? What does it mean?
He's saying he's going to take the city to war. He's going to take Chicago to war and go at Chicago.
But what does that mean? He's
going to bring in National Guard. He's going to bring in the Army.
Why Chicago? Is it like, like, does he give a smoke signal before he does it?
No,
every time?
It's because Chicago has a black mayor. Any major city that has a black mayor or a woman mayor, or is democratic, they are democratic, but has a Democrat mayor, he's going at. And this Chicago is the next one. Tried to do it in L.A., did it in D.C. Now he's talking about Chicago. But he can't do that. Nobody needs to. I don't think Chicago needs to be fearful of it. But Chicago's mayor ain't playing with him. He had to. Did you saw he had the salt trucks out this weekend? Andrew, did you see that?
The salt trucks?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, the Chicago mayor, he had the salt trucks out defending, because they had the Taste of Chicago this weekend and stuff like that. So he had the salt trucks out so ICE agents couldn't go out there and get people.
I can't. We got Black Conscious on the line. Good morning. Long time no hear. How are you? Long time no talk, I guess.
Queen.
Hi, how are you doing?
What it do, my brother?
What's
I am living well, managing through this Trump era. But we're gonna survive, because through chaos there's opportunities.
Yes,
absolutely. So listen, that's actually the quote from Apocalypse with Martin Sheen. The war movie. Well, it's an old movie, and the original line is, "I love the smell of napalm in the morning."
Ah.
Oh. Yes, that's from that Martin Sheen Apocalypse movie. Great war. They think it's like one of the greatest war movie ever written. Whatever crap. But that's the message you're sending, and that's the clip from what he's using it from.
Why do you think he's using that message?
To show strength, to show that we're coming in, because the scene is truly coming in. It was a psychopath blowing up stuff, and he's sitting there witnessing it all, which he probably got cancer from. Hypothetically speaking, from the movie aspect. But to show that, we're coming in and we're blowing stuff up and we're going to make a change. Now, got to remember, he also said because the blacks asked him to come to Chicago. So GDBDs and all you others, y'all better come to that truth, clean your own streets up, do what you got to do, because, he's calling the card.
Do you think
he's
Is this because of crime in Chicago? Like, I'm just wondering, like, why? Why Chicago?
This is not about crime.
Okay.
That's just a dog whistle. This is not about crime because Chicago police can stop it and they can bring in other agencies in there to help. But are you kidding me? You can send in the National Guards for this, but talking about Katrina, which I did see, you couldn't send the National Guards in for that. You couldn't send the National Guards in to help them fires in California. You couldn't send the National Guards to go help them flood victims. And we're talking recently. But you can send the National Guards in there to pick up trash, to lay mulch, to do some painting. That's factual. They're righteous, Milwaukee.
Appreciate you, Black Conscious. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Aw, I used to talk to Black Conscious all the time.
You miss Black Conscious?
I do, and I'm happy that he called in. It's always nice to hear from him.
And he dropped a little signs on us because I didn't know that was from. You know what's crazy? My daughter yesterday and we were watching the game, and after the game went off, she was like, "Daddy, me and Amir played. That's her boyfriend. We played this game. It's anyway." She was dropping these movie quotes, and I was getting them all. I didn't get that one. I guess that wasn't one of my favorite movies. And so, Andrew, is that picture? Is that from like the movie? Picture, like, was that like the promo for it?
It's a reference, yes.
The picture itself was the promo. So all of it is, but you're the president.
Right, grow up.
And so you're using AI to put your face on something. And come on, man, you're the president.
My kid's sister's more mature than him. I don't know, he just does odd things.
So he's using AI to present himself as this strong general from Apocalypse Now, and he's calling it Chapocalypse Now. And it's just like, come on, man. Just last week, we thought you was dead. You know?
Maybe that's why he did that.
I know that's probably why
he said, I'm a phoenix rising.
Exactly.
You heard
just
me?
Last week, we thought we was dead. People were wishing, you know, I'm not going to wish for nobody to be dead.
No.
Not even Trump. No. That's a whole different thing. No. He's got a family. He's got, and maybe that's the problem with us as good-hearted people. We don't have that killer instinct, but I'm not going to wish for nobody to be dead.
We don't wish ill.
But, you know, maybe I would wish ill. I would wish them to get sick. Yeah. I would wish that. A cough here and there may not be too bad.
Not a cough.
A heavy cough, or something.
Oh, my gosh.
Or something, to knock them out for a minute.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to wish him to be dead. But anyway, but now he's on this thing, promo, looking all strong and stuff. Come on, Trump. And that's and I just think that's the wrong use, the propaganda use of AI, where somebody in middle America thinks Trump actually looks like this.
I can't.
They think somebody somewhere is thinking, look how strong Trump looks.
Right,
Look how he's looking off into the distance with power and strength. Somebody somewhere is actually thinking that's him.
Oh, that's what he's hiding under that suit.
Yeah. That they think he's strong. And maybe he's got bulletproof vest on, and that's why he looks all, chubby under them suits. That's armor. And he really looks like that. It's people that probably really think that, and that's the problem with AI. When they use AI, it's a portion of America that doesn't understand that and can't pick out that is AI.
Right.
And not everybody can do it. You know what I'm saying? And like my lady friend will send me stuff, and I'll be like, baby, that's AI. That ain't real. She like, but it's funny. I'm like, but it ain't real though. So why you watching that? Why you sending me that? That ain't real. And I get upset. And sometimes it even happens to me. Not to say that look at this. Look at this. Somebody come look at this. That on the YouTube they got a picture. Andrew just posted a picture of Trump in a Superman fit. That is a terrible use of AI and propaganda. Come on.
Andrew, what's weird about you posting that is while Dame was talking, I was thinking in my head, what if Joe Biden, when he was president, posted an AI image of him as Superman? So that's really funny that you did that.
They would have went crazy.
Crazy.
People would have went crazy.
Crazy.
And because Trump is such a character, nobody even bats an eye.
Right.
It's just what he does. It's what he does. It's what he's expected to do, and they know he's going to do it.
And it's just such a joke. Like if the Democratic nominee did even a quarter of the stuff that he's done, oh my gosh. Because it's just hard for me to take the White House seriously when you have somebody like that at the helm. Because I don't know if he even wants to be taken seriously. He's a celebrity that we made president. No, not we. I didn't do that. I wasn't part of that.
You weren't a part of that team that made him president.
No, I did
not.
This
is the dude from the show. What's the name of that show where they was firing people?
Oh,
The Practice.
The
Apprentice.
The Apprentice. Thank you.
One of the first reality shows, right?
He's a reality TV star.
He's a reality.
He was on Home Alone 2. In Home Alone 2.
Come on, man.
All right, we got a break. Al, we see you. We're going to talk to you on the other side.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments. Behind the Bucks is Bucks history, like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Truth Nation, are you or anyone you know looking for a new job opportunity? Well, attend the City of Milwaukee Job Fair on Thursday, September 11th from noon to 3 p.m. in the parking lot of Walgreens located at 9040 West Good Hope Road. Vendors from multiple employment sectors will be present to meet with you and share opportunities for hiring, training, upskilling, and so much more. They will also feature a live DJ, food, and refreshments, all while supplies last. Brought to you by Alderman Mark Chambers Jr., Alderman Lamont Westmoreland, and Alderwoman Larissa Taylor. Sponsored by City of Milwaukee, Milwaukee Common Council, City of Milwaukee Department of Administration, Office of Community Wellness and Safety, Northcott Neighborhood House, Fathers Making Progress, Northwest Side Community Development Corporation, State of Wisconsin DWD, Ross Innovative Employment Solutions, Goodwill Industries of Southeast Wisconsin, UMOS, DCMKE, 30th Street Corridor, Boys and Girls Club of Greater Milwaukee Urban League, Maximus and Amplifier. Milwaukee, get ready for the ultimate flavor in Music Fest. Tacos and Tequila Fest is going down Saturday, September 13th at Franklin Field. Enjoy your favorite throwback hits with performances by Lil Jon, Pretty Ricky, B.O.B., Trina, and more. This event is strictly 21 and up, so leave the kiddos at home and get ready to vibe out. Live music, DJs, food trucks, tequila tastings, and all the vibes you can handle, all in one epic day. Tickets are going fast. Get yours now at tacostequilafest.com/market/Milwaukee.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Make your home safer. Get rid of unused household chemicals at MMSD Home Hazmat Drop-Off. It's free to visit a collection center. Get all the info you need at MMSD.com. Milwaukee County residents only, no businesses.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Calling all Black-owned business owners and entrepreneurs. Are you looking to share your story and grow your reach? We have teamed up with Associated Bank, for our Black-owned Business Give Back. Each quarter, 4 lucky business owners will win an opportunity to spotlight their brand and journey on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. To sign up for your business spotlight interviews, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC. We're going to bring Al on the phone. Before we do, I just want to say happy birthday to my mom. Today is her birthday.
Happy birthday, Moms.
Hey, Al, how you doing? Good to hear from you.
You too. Good morning to the both of you. My question is if he want to declare war, why not declare war on these conservative school shooters? If he want to go to war? Why not go to war with these conservatives who think a 5, 6, 7-year-old boy can get pregnant? I never could understand that. But my question for the both of you, would you want to share heaven with a liar, a rapist, a walking disease, a drug addict, an alcoholic, a low-down Christopher Columbus, 30 disease bringing white Christian nationalists, and you know a lot of them don't wash their hands after they do number 2. Is heaven a place you would want to share with some of them low-down cutthroat animals?
Oh, that's a loaded question, Al.
Do you even think if your Jesus will want one of them uncouth bastards in his heaven? Because if they was not good for nothing on earth, even if they're dead, they're still not going to be good for nothing. So while they was breaking tables with the fallen angels, what make you think they're not going to desecrate and try to rape everybody up in heaven?
Wow. To answer your first question.
Oh, you going to really try to answer Al's question?
Thank you so much, Al. Well, to answer his first question, they have thoughts and prayers. So that's all they need, just thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers. That's what they said. Did you saw that clip? Did you?
That mayor snapped. Shout out to the Minneapolis mayor. I forget his name, but
yeah, that was
Minnesota mayor.
Hilarious.
No, for real.
That was
I'm sorry, like
brilliant.
Thoughts and prayers. So they weren't thinking and they weren't praying when they were getting shot at.
Thoughts and prayers, but y'all gave them thoughts and prayers, right? And so they were okay.
So we're good.
Yeah. That was, it's for those that don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about a clip of a mayor in Minnesota where he was at an NRA meeting or something, and
This is following the school shooting.
Right, and he trolled them. And he was like, hey, forget about gun control. We gave them thoughts and prayers, so they're okay. And it's a serious subject, but it was funny the way that and you should have seen them sitting on stage. You haven't seen it. They're sitting on stage, and they're looking like, what do we do? Is he serious? They didn't know. It was lost on them like AI is lost on the older generation. His sense of sarcasm and what he was really doing was lost on them, and they probably didn't get it until he was done.
Well, and I want to answer his second question. I know I'm like that. I can't help it.
You answering Al's questions?
I am. I know.
I think a lot of Al's questions be rhetorical. I like Al though, because I met Al, and he's real cool. And I didn't know he was gonna be that cool when I met him. I thought, but Al is.
He's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good human.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, he likes to drop a bomb. And this is the thing about Al. You're right. He asks a lot of rhetorical questions, but I want to answer because I believe that, we're all sent here for a reason. I don't know if I necessarily believe in hell in the not biblical sense. I don't want to say it like that because the Bible is up for interpretation. I don't know if I believe in hell as in like there's like the devil waiting for us down there. I do believe in purgatory in a sense where you're doomed to purgatory where you have to repeat an action over and over and over. Basically, you're being tortured.
That's hell, though.
But that's hell. But I've been wondering recently, is this the hell? And is that the heaven? Because there's suffering on earth. You know what I mean? There's
hard.
Sadness. Like life is hard.
Yeah.
So
hell on earth.
I believe that when people come here and they do things that Al mentioned, they're rapists, they're sexual assault, whatever it may be, they're criminals. I think that they do go back because I think we all go back to our Lord and Savior. But then I think that they come back here to hell to try to redeem themselves. And once they redeem themselves, depending on how many lifetimes it takes, then they can finally go through the gates.
Yeah, okay. So you got like an amalgamation of Hindu, where they do.
Because I think all the religions all kind of
come back until you learn.
Feel me?
You keep coming back until you've learned all of the lessons.
Yep, and I'm a Christian for the record. I grew up Baptist, but I do believe in that. I do. I genuinely do because it feels too purposeful.
With you. It's something that
it's in me. I feel it. I feel purposeful. I feel like I'm here for a reason. I don't think I'm the only one. I think we all are.
We're all here to learn something, right?
Yep. But I hope and pray that this is my last one because the suffering. I'm trying to be in perfection. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not too soon. I'm gonna be very clear.
Right.
But you know what I mean?
Knock on wood.
Yeah.
You get the Biggie and Tupac.
You
get
feel
to talk
me?
about death and death
You
come
feel
knocking.
me? Exactly. Yeah, and thoughts become things. Words are very powerful. But my point is, I'm hoping that, because I feel like I'm a good person. I'd like to think that this is my lap that's like me redeeming myself for whatever.
It's your victory lap.
Because whatever I did in the past, listen, I know I was on some ish because there are things that happen in this life where I'm like, dang, I must be having to pay for the sins of the other chick who I don't remember. But anyway, you had mentioned we started going into AI. We've been trying to get into it. We've been talking about a lot of different things.
We keep getting sidetracked.
Al said, I'm going down a rabbit hole. Dog, Madi, sorry. Oh, Alfonso. Is that Al or is that somebody else? Madi, is that a different person?
It might be.
Okay, it's a different person. Okay, sorry. I was going down a rabbit hole, but I know you were with me. But I'm gonna stay in that Actually, no, I'm gonna get out of that rabbit hole. I'm gonna jump over to the AI rabbit hole because this is what we really want to delve into. Now, we're gonna be taking a break here in a little bit, but we want to kind of introduce it to you. Well, we already did with Trump.
We've been introducing it. We just keep talking about
other things.
We start talking about it, and then it's
fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for your men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at
a group of people that is very susceptible to AI and the scams of AI are elderlies.
Yeah.
We know that there have been scams since, humans have existed. Okay, people have always scammed. Go read the Bible. But AI takes it to a different level. And I actually do feel concerned for people like my grandmother because she's sweet and innocent. And AI is so good at catfishing. They're so good. There are people you're talking about. There are dudes who get taken advantage of. Because first off, I did not know men are still sending women money. I'm not doing the right thing. Look at it. Andrew, I'm done. Andrew, send me money. What do I need to do to get a man to send me money on the internet? I'm serious. What do I need to do?
Ask for it.
Just ask for it? That's all I got to do?
I ain't sending nobody nothing.
Listen, hey, if you guys want to send me money, let me know and I'll slide in your DMs right now.
They'll put
I'll slide back. You feel me?
Melda propositioned herself out.
Listen, let me know. Let me know.
Now they'll do it where they'll post for their birthday on social media and then they'll put
Cash App.
They'll put their Cash App and stuff.
Okay, not the Cracker Barrel.
I got into it with my daughter about that. Like, what are you doing? That is so tacky. But she's like, Daddy, that's what people do now. I'm like, okay.
Hey,
I don't like it.
She knows how to get money.
I was like, I don't like it. It is what it is, though.
Well, I don't like AI too much. I kind of do. I kind of don't. We'll get into it more on the other side. Hey, Truth fam. This is your girl, Melanie Ricks, and I want to remind you to tune into Nothing But the Truth digital show with me, Melanie Ricks, presented by Visit Milwaukee. Every Wednesday at 6 p.m., a new episode drops on the 1017 The Truth YouTube page. And since it is on YouTube, I hold nothing back. I give you all my hot takes on celebrity gossip and give you the tea on relationships that you don't want to miss. Subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you never miss Nothing But the Truth digital show, dropping every Wednesday at 6 p.m., presented by Visit Milwaukee. Handcrafted, homegrown, world class.
Your expression on your face, that's got to me. And the man wasn't lying.
What you mean the expression on my face? How can you see my face? You listening to me on the radio, man.
No, I'm watching you on YouTube, too.
Oh, all right, then. You're an old man, and you know about YouTube. How old are you, Adam? You about 85.
83.
I'll be dipped. How blessed are we to have you?
Watch all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows by subscribing to 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
At Hazelden Betty Ford, treating mental health isn't just about breaking old patterns. It's about braving new ones. As the leader in alcohol and drug treatment for 75 years, we know caring for addiction, anxiety, depression, and trauma goes hand in hand. We're here for you with new tools when life breaks down. Discover your path to better mental health at hazeldenbettyford.org/Wisconsin. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The biggest snowflakes out here have always been the white Republicans, who are so gung-ho on protecting the feelings of white kids while they ignore the needs of other kids. If Milwaukee's youth has a problem with fighting what white youth have a problem with being destructive and offensive. So it is sad that our government is actively working to de-emphasize educating and uplifting students of color in different backgrounds on college campuses. That emphasis is going to be diminished, and the only kids that will suffer will be our kids. They were willing to hold up the advancement of the state of Wisconsin because they disagree with DEI. What are white Republicans afraid of? Why are they afraid to face the fact that their grandmas and grandpapas were part of a system which purposely held black folks back and failed to give us the access that we deserve? Until these politicians stop ignoring these egregious acts of hate and racial incidents, America can never be great again.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app. You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank. Your money works here. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
What's up, y'all? We are back. It's Truth in the Morning. We're talking about artificial takeover.
Well, we've been trying to talk about it.
We have. I mean, we've been sprinkling it in.
You know,
you feel me?
We've been getting all over the place.
We like to diverge every now and then, but it's cool. We still on the same path.
Right. And I was telling you during the break, my mother told me that, intelligent people, when they have conversations, they'll veer off into different directions. But because they're intelligent, they'll always be able to come back to where they started. So, the Truth Nation is intelligent. They can keep up with us.
Y'all got it. Y'all are intelligent.
Yeah, keep up with us.
But you're not artificially intelligent because you're actually humans.
Yeah.
But artificial intelligence, AI, first off, I Googled, how do you recognize if it's AI? Because I think that's very important, right? Mm-hmm. And I just want to start our conversation there. We'll continue our conversation there. According to AI, to identify AI-generated content, you have to look for subtle imperfections, like odd details in images, such as extra fingers or strange textures. You can also look for inconsistent lighting or out-of-place objects. And then in text, because obviously we use AI for texting, or not texting, but writing, watch for repetitive phrasing, an overly formal or generic tone, factual hallucinations, and a lack of unique human perspective or complex emotional depth. Something that's funny. So AI generated this description, and it says a overly. So AI isn't even always grammatically correct. It's supposed to be an overly. So y'all got to be careful. If you're using AI to write your homework assignments or, to polish up your resume, still check it. And not only that, I think AI in that sense, should be used as a guide more so. Because I don't think there's anything wrong with using AI. I will argue for AI all day, but I'll also argue against it because it's all about how you use it.
Right. And even when you use it for, writing a paper or something like that, you just can't take it straight. AI is just supposed to be like a guide. When you're using the ChatGPT and all that other stuff, it's supposed to be like a guide. You're not supposed to take it word for word. But the thing about the AI is they got these AI, because of AI, they got these whole farms where the processors, or Andrew, what's the word I'm looking for when they have these
server farms?
Server farms. Thank you. That's over the last couple of weeks working with Andrew, I know if I throw Andrew the lob, Andrew's gonna dunk it for me.
Always.
That's what I love, and I can just be like, Andrew, what up? And he be like, bam, and I keep going.
Andrew's better than AI.
I keep going on with my thought, but yeah, they got these processing farms and stuff, and they are putting them in inner city areas or close to inner city areas or close to black people, like they would do slaughterhouses back in the day, right? So they're doing. So that's my thing with the AI. Okay, is helping, but the way that they are using it and the places they are putting it is being detrimental to the black community, because they found and they've done studies that where these server farms are, like the temperature goes up in those areas.
Right.
The runoff from them or something like that is polluting areas and polluting is all this stuff that's going on because of these server farms that are being used.
And a lot of
AI.
water being wasted.
Right,
Yeah.
the waste of water.
They said that every time you use ChatGPT, there's like a certain amount of water being wasted. Every time you press send on ChatGPT. And I don't even want to tell you how much I've done with ChatGPT. We wrote a book together, okay?
Oh, did you?
We did. I was in the mood for a rom-com, but I wanted like a certain type, so we wrote a book together. I'm not kidding.
That's dope.
It's like a few chapters long. Yeah. Oh, it's real.
Oh, so you gonna put it out?
No.
You're not gonna put it out?
If I did, I would have to say AI generated.
No, they do it all the time.
It's a good book. It's a good
crazy.
book.
They use it for scripts and stuff like that.
They do, but you have to make sure you put that it was
Well, you would have to be honest, and you're an honest person.
I am an honest person.
So people would expect that from you, your honesty. But yeah, the server farms are detrimental. See how we just did right there?
Yeah.
We went off talking about rom-coms. We went off talking about and look at us
We're
back.
right back.
The servers, they aren't good for the environment. And I was just talking to my daughter yesterday, and I've mentioned her 3 times or 4 times already. It's like when I used to rap out, they would be like, "Dog, you always talk about your kids," and I'm like, "Cause that's what I do. I'm a father.
Yeah, and it's what you know.
That's what I know. And so anyway, I was talking to my daughter, and we were talking about. She asked me, "Do you recycle?" And I was like, "The hell I need to recycle for? My little bit of recycling is not gonna factor in against a corporation." And then we talking this morning about AI and the damage they're doing to the environment for dollars. So when I think about recycling, I'm like, okay, I recycle, but am I recycling to save the planet, or am I recycling so that this corporation can do more damage and have more space to make more money to do more damage? It's a cynical way of looking at it, but that's just how I think. And with AI, that's what they doing. It's another slaughterhouse, and they putting them in black communities. I think it's like in Memphis or something like that, somewhere outside of Memphis where they doing it. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
And that they keep doing us like that. That even with AI and this technology that's going on, that we the ones catching the bad side of it. It can do a million things worth of good, but we gonna catch the bad of it.
My question to you: do you think that AI is a threat when it comes to, let's say, education? Because I feel, well, first off, I have a 16-year-old sister. She's told me that her teachers actually encourage the usage of AI, but like ChatGPT specifically, but like to, as a resource, as a guide, like you mentioned earlier, but they don't want it to be all AI. And they have technology, like they have whatever it is that can read it immediately and tell them how much of this is AI. But she said they encourage it. They encourage them to use it if they need it in I don't know, I don't even know for what.
I guess it's good because you're embracing the technology. It's going to be there whether you want to or not. But I would be hesitant if I was in instruction or a school system. I would be hesitant in allowing them to rely on it.
And that's what I was going to ask. Do you think kids are not going to be learning or not retaining as much information if it's too readily available right there?
But then again, I might be a hater because I came up on Encyclopedia Britannica before the internet.
That's funny.
And so I had to actually go look up a book.
This dude had to go to the library.
I had to go to the library. My mother had to spend hundreds of dollars, damn near $1,000 on these encyclopedias so that my sister and I, and then you had to
buy
them.
each letter.
Right. And so then she had to update them every couple of years because new information would come.
Right. That's so funny.
But so I'm a hater. And so in being a hater, I'm like, they shouldn't just be able to have this information at the tip of their finger. It's going to make everybody dumb. Or it can make everybody smarter because every time you think about something, you just go look it up.
Right.
And now you know. But
our kids gonna like, because how often do you look up the answer to, because I'm the type, okay, let's say I read a word and I'm like, oh, I want to know that definition of that word. I'll look it up. I'm like, oh, bet, makes sense. Do you know how quickly I forget that? Like, do you think kids are actually going to remember the things that they look up, the answers that they find with AI?
That's an excellent question. I would hope so, because I do that as well. And I teach my kids, I teach the young people that I mentor. I tell them, look, if you're going to look something up, if you see something on the internet, don't just believe it. Go look it up. Go look for sources.
and even AI is not always correct.
Right. Go look for something that may have come from. So even if it's the AI is that one that comes up first. So even if that's it, you'll get a synopsis of it, right? So you're learning something.
Right.
So maybe it can be used so that everybody can be smarter and there's not a gatekeeping on, because everybody didn't have access to a bunch of books. Everybody didn't have access to the library. So now you got a phone. You got access to all of the information in the world that you could ever want, and nobody's stopping you but you from getting to that information.
But this is the thing. We act like artificial intelligence hasn't already been around, because if you think about it, and I'm not going to lie, you reminded me of this because you said Britannica Encyclopedia.
Mm-hmm.
GPS is kind of like our AI when it comes to roadmaps, because artificial intelligence, that's a broad definition. Yeah. You feel me? So AI has been here, but I think because it's being utilized in a way that feels foreign, in a way like when I was a kid, I remember they used to say robots are going to take over. But I used to think like the Jetsons, like that kind of like, the robot maid that they had. I was thinking like that. I think now this is kind of like that robotic idea.
This is a robot. AI is a robot.
It's a robot
mind.
Exactly.
It's a mind, and it's learning things, and it's everything that's on the internet. It comes up with, and it's gathering all of that information. So it's not a robot like you just said. We thinking, the Jetsons. I am here. Take me to your little robot type of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Nah, it's inside of these servers.
Yeah.
It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's more theoretical.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a physical form.
Yeah.
But it is smart enough to do what we would think a robot would do. And down the line, they're gonna have this AI inside of as soon as the mechanicals catch up to it.
Yep.
But right now the thinking is beyond that. But with AI, they'll get the mechanicals to catch up to it.
I know, and it's scary. But I think we need to embrace it more because it's here.